I'm still here. It's been a couple of hours of me trying to figure out things, and I was looking for videos and any instructions on the easiest way to do this, right? And then I finally stumbled upon my car is around 85,000 miles now, so I think it's time. I went ahead and got some parts. I'm going to be doing this on the cheap. So what I'm going to be showing you is, I guess, the cheapest way that I could go about doing this. No, I did not go with BC Racing coilovers. That's what actually the box that the struts came in. But what we're working with are basically stock struts right here. So these are stock Subaru WRX STI struts. $100. I thought it was a good deal. So what I did though is I bought some eye-box springs. It's right here. So these were $350. So we're at $450 now for this whole setup. I already had to have them installed, as you can see. So those are new. Oh, and before I forget, I also got some lower control arms. So these are white line lower control arms that I just bought the other day from somebody else. And these were $175. So we're at $575, including the lower control arms. And I also bought some toe arms, adjustable toe arms, right here. These were about I would say $240. They were like $119, more or less, that I bought off of eBay. So we're at $7 something with the adjustable parts. So, I think that's a good price for all these parts. All right, now that we got the car up in the air, so gotta get these wheels off. Now, if you guys are running locking lugs, don't forget where you put this the key for it. I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube. People like, we lost our key, what have you. But don't lose this. So I finally got the front wheel off. Now the rear. So I just pulled that tire off, and guess what? You got a nail right there. I guess I gotta fix that too. I used to live on the East Coast, now I'm in California. So obviously we don't get any snow here, but this was on the East Coast from when I got this. I'm the second owner of this car. I bought it in 2017. So the previous owner had it in New Jersey from the time he bought it until I bought it, and then I finally shipped this car out here to California in 2019. So it was there for 4 years in the salty roads of New Jersey. All right, I think we gave it enough time. Time to get the strut off. So it's just, I already removed the ABS line and the brake line from the hooks. There it is.
2 hours later.
I'm still here. It's been a couple of hours of me trying to figure out things, and I was looking for videos and any instructions on the easiest way to do this, right? And then I finally stumbled upon, let me back up. The issue I was having was that I thought, I got it in, right? I got the strut in. So this is the strut with the eye-box springs. So to make a long story short, I was having the hardest time. I thought it wasn't gonna fit. So, you know, I'm like struggling. I'm like, what the hell is going on? You know, do these fit? And then I started looking on the forums, and then I saw a couple of things. I said, don't do it. You know, remember I told you earlier that this is an STI strut that I bought off for $100, brand new, 5,000 miles. So the issue that I was having was that the strut seemed long. It looked like it was too long. So I'm like, what the F, right? So I finally stumbled upon a video of this guy trying to swap out his Forester's struts with a WRX strut. And lo and behold, the answer to, and nobody ever highlighted this. Again, guys, I'm not a professional mechanic, just like many of you are, and you know, we're all trying to figure this thing out, right? So it finally dawned on me, and thank you to that guy that was changing out his strut for his Forester, is that the easiest way to do this is to lift the car, right, the front part first, and do those first. Basically just lift up the front of the car, and then you get the space. You get the space, you know, the hub, the wheel part will go down a lot more. And so I finally, you know, again, I finally figured it out thanks to that guy. So the strut is in finally, and I can work on the other side now, and this should go pretty quickly. So stupid, right? Stupid. So I just finished the passenger side of the car, and obviously it took me about an eighth of the time. Although it wasn't easy on this side. There seemed to be you know, a lot more corrosion. It is what it is. Again, it's an older car, so but yeah, it's in. You know, it's torqued up, and you know, I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna move on to the rears tomorrow, because I have to replace the lower control arm along with the strut as well. So I'll leave that for tomorrow. It's kind of, it's getting late, but I'm so glad I got the fronts done. And tomorrow I'm gonna be scheduling the alignment. So hopefully that doesn't, I get an early one, or maybe even if I finish this tomorrow, if they have openings in the afternoon tomorrow.
The next day.
Hey everyone, good morning. So I hope this is the last leg of this strut swap. So I'm working on the rears this morning. I actually found another issue. Actually, on the driver's side, the rear, I guess the bolts, the lugs are, a couple of them were, I guess, were loose, so I had to go and you know, tighten them up a little bit. I was wondering, it's like the lugs were going in, so yeah, I tightened them up. Hopefully that did the trick. But tomorrow I have an alignment appointment, so I got to get this done tonight or today. And so today we're swapping out the strut. We're also swapping out the lower control arm, and we're also swapping out the toe arms. So let's get to it. Good morning, everyone. So I'm back 2 weeks later, 2.5 weeks later, and I just want to come on here and first of all apologize that I had to cut off the video. It was getting a little too long, but I did get the rear sorted out. I got the struts in with the new springs, and I also got the lower control arm in. And, you know, it was a fit. So, you know, I don't know if I mentioned, but the lady that I bought the lower control arm from for $175, she was going to put it on a Toyota 86. So, you know, those cars, the 86, the BRZ, and the WRX from 15 to 21, I guess, share the same lower control arm. Now it's adjustable. I also got the alignment done, so it's not shimmying from left to right anymore, like when I first test drove the car when I finished installing everything. The install went fine. It took a little bit longer, but everything is okay now. The car is lowered. According to IBOC, it was going to go down about 0.8 inches. And that's about right. Yeah, it's a nice, I'm going to put a picture up right here. As you can see, the car is, I like the spacing between, that gap. Before it was, if you can imagine, it was, I guess, 2 inches of gap there. Now it's riding lower, and it definitely is a lowered car as far as when you drive it, and you really feel the imperfections on the road. And that's just, I guess the nature of the beast, right? When you lower your car. And I don't really mind it because I've been driving around with shot struts for, a little over a couple of years now. To say that it's a little bouncy, but it's not bad. I can definitely live with it, but when you are actually on the road, nice roads, it's nice. You can feel it, the car is planted nicely, and the turns are actually quite nice now because it's, the body roll isn't as, there's not as much body roll. So those are the pros. Again, the cons are, I guess you're gonna feel the road. So guys, thank you. I'm gonna cut it off right here. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please post it down in the comment section. I'll try to get to it and try to answer your questions. But I think everybody has seen, with these cars, there's a plethora of videos out there that talk about this. They'll make you think, or at least when you watch the videos, you think that these, the swap will go easily and without any hiccups, but nothing is further from the truth, especially with working with older cars. So guys, thanks again. I hope to come out with another video. I'm going to be upgrading the lighting on the car. I'm going with HIDs. So I found these HIDs, and I'm gonna do an install on it, and I hope I can share that with you guys in a future video. So guys, thank you again. This is John, Foodie A1C. Peace. I'm out of here.